Hi there, Cosmic Family. My name is Jaliali in this incarnation, and we have the moon transiting Gemini today, tomorrow, July 22nd. It is going to move to Cancer. So, as I commented in the last videos, Venus in Gemini is creating tension with the karma nodes, with the lunar nodes. Mars in Virgo, it is perfecting tomorrow its conjunction with the south node and therefore opposition with the north node. But has been active since several days ago. So this could represent excess of mind, thoughts in imbalance. With Mars in Virgo in conjunction with the South Node, this could be traduced in focus in what we are lacking, in the things that we don't like of the reality. And even though imperfections, our own imperfections, and the imperfections that we could detect in the experience are impulsing us to make changes and to create new things or to perfect ourselves in something, the regressive pattern of the South Node has to do more with the rejection of certain aspects that are part of the process right now, and that basically that kind of focus is pushing us away of the true practicality of the energy of Virgo that allows us to take consistent actions to create something in the experience. I'm going to put an example. It is like a person not liking his or her job, the service that is offering. This is linked with Virgo, and it is about the putting the focus in the walls, in the people that is surrounding me, in the chair that I am sitting that I don't like it. And what would truly help that person is to begin to ask himself or herself what different things he or she can do, which decisions can actually open the path for new opportunities. So we could translate this to relationships because we have the tension between Mars in Virgo and Venus in Gemini. So when there is a problem that is not being faced in a relationship, many times this could be linked with dynamics and things that were accumulated a long time, that weren't communicated, that weren't resolved, or that were evaded. So it is very common that those things start to manifest in irritability, in anger for everything that the other person is doing, and perhaps are not those precise actions, the ones that we are pointing at the moment, the ones that are generating the conflicts, even if those actions can bother us. But are the other problems that we are denying and that we are not facing because there is an unconscious fear of how that can impact our experience, the routines, Virgo, of life in which we generate this illusion of security. Because having to deal with a situation that isn't working is actually knowing at the same time that we have to do something to change that. We have to change for make that situation to be different. So if there is evasion, it is because there is something that could scare us, that could create that could create fear. So other form of this aspect, it is to realize that there are forms of service, of helping other people that are being born from imbalances, from programmings, from taking care of other people and not taking care of ourselves, not knowing how to say no when we are doing something that is truly not making us feel good. And this, for many people, is coming from experiences that they had in their lives, in their childhood. For certain reasons, they were pushed to be in charge of other people or taking care of other people. And when we are, in childhood, when we are incorporating aspects of the environment, we don't have that level of discernment to understand that there are emotional burdens or of other type of adults that we are not responsible of. So for many reasons, and many of the circumstances are the ones that the soul pacted to, but well, because of the people of the environment and because we didn't how to do it in a different way, we have incorporated these dynamics, and then we perpetuate this way of acting in other areas of life. And the irritability, the anger, very linked with Mars, could reflect the boundaries that we are not establishing, the things that we don't want to do anymore, and that could generate discomfort, because if we have learned that being a good person is always being at the service of others without taking care of our own energy, that could generate guilt. Establishing a boundary could generate guilty. And if we don't do that, it is the body, the one that is going to show the boundaries. So something that is also uncomfortable about this, it is that there is a certain level of selfishness in an unconscious way to sustain these patterns, because deep down there is a fear of rejection, of a negative reaction, of not obtaining certain validation from other people. But if we are not being honest with what we need with ourselves and with other people, in some way we are not creating, we are relating to other people from a mask, and we are not creating authentic relationships. And this is very important because the sun is about to enter in Leo, which is linked with the authentic expression of ourselves. So this is something very important. I mean, it is truly worth it to take these kind of decisions and to face the consequences of those changes, whatever they can be presenting, because what we are experiencing right now, it is connected with the next eclipse season. So thank you everyone, see you in the next video. Ciao ciao.